Can you hear me?
That, oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks
Oh,
for
yes.
that.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and I want to welcome everybody that's tuned in and watching.
Yes.
And if you're a very first time viewer, let me just say this to you. Special welcome to you. Why not sub,
Yeah.
thumb, bell? Bingo. Bell notifications when we do have important people, much like today's guest. You're going to love this. Yes, Ernest from the Goombay Dance Band is joining us, and believe me, absolutely
Yeah.
iconic band from back in the day. Also, yes, we have an original. We really do. Going to talk about that very shortly. Subscribe, become part of the family. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, we call it the noise here at Galaxy, believe me, because we get so many emails. We hear and see everyone, literally. So thank you for sending those in. Also, Thummy thing, you know what to do with that, right? Get epileptic with it. Yes, as I said, today we're talking to the Goombay Dance Band. Let's go back in the day a little bit. Here's come back to Jamaica. You're right here at Galaxy. So sorry about that. I couldn't hear what you were saying before.
No, it's okay. I thought, I thought that maybe we lost the signal or so.
No.
I said because it was
when
so
you went on
soft.
the radio,
All of
you
us
can't hear
sounded
anything.
so quiet. It was so quiet. That's why I thought that maybe I had something to do with my earphones, because it's sometimes once in a while if I move it too fast and then it might, caught off or so. But I have a plan B. So anyway,
No,
it's gonna work.
you're perfectly fine. You really, really are.
It's just when you go live.
Just when I go live. Yeah,
on
it kind of happens that way, doesn't
yeah,
it?
you can't hear the
Yeah.
Today we're talking to Ernest
Yes.
Clinton from the band Goombay Dance Band. You may remember them from back in the day, and believe me, I'm really, really excited because I've played the Goombay Dance Band huge amount of times throughout my radio career. Always been a big fan, and today, I might be meeting a hero. Really, I'm looking forward to this. I really, really am. It is 25 after 10 a.m. and what do you know? 30 degrees, 31 degrees. We win, Barbara.
We do. We win. We're winners today.
Like it.
Now
Like
back
it.
to Ernest.
We never believe the weatherman. We really don't. Ernest,
Yeah.
as we go through this, you might see me making a funny body gesture this way. It's because my on-air producer, she's given me stats or questions from somebody that might be on another media that we're working on at this time. So,
I see. Okay.
so all the way through this, you never know, you'll get a few stats, bits and pieces. If you're really lucky, I might tell a joke.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good. That's nice. Yeah.
Well, we do like to keep things a little light-hearted as we go through this, if you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
you never know what might come out of this, because we're like the Jerry Springer show. Nothing is written down. We just, as the conversation goes, so do we. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's good. Just spontaneous.
Yeah.
Great.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Well, a lot of artists and their agents, believe me, they all ask, what are the questions going to be? Who knows?
No, we don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, my friend, thank you for joining us. Let's go live. That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today, folks, believe me, absolutely elated because, well, I've been playing this band forever in my radio career. Never ever thought I'd ever get to meet any of the band, but today we're meeting Ernest Clinton from the band, the Goombay Dance Band. Let me get that out, I'm really excited. Ernest, welcome to Galaxy.
I'm very, very, very happy to be your guest, and I mean, you are in the future. You have everything in your hands. So let's do it.
Absolutely, my friend. I want to give a big shout out to Gert Hensky, promoter extraordinaire as well. Thank you so much for putting this together. Been an absolute blinder. It really has to be able to get this happening, and I'm absolutely loving it. I really am. Now, Ernest, at the same time, gotta say, I've been playing you since Son of Jamaica way back in the day. Just got one question for you. Do you think you'd still be able to fit that outfit you were wearing back then?
What's the question? One more time. Once more, please.
Do you think you'd still be able to fit the outfit you were wearing back then?
It's not going to be easy. Well, it's I was very very slim. I was at that time, and but I don't think I could put this the clothes I had on at that time. I've just gotten a little bit comfortable around here.
Yeah, believe me, I understand. I really do.
Around the waist.
Do you still have the outfit?
Yeah, I have. Yeah, I have outfits. Yes, I do have, but I don't have it here. It's upstairs in the attic, and this is where I have. Because we used to wear at that time to high shoes. And it's was the style. At that time, and I got that too from the 70s too, and it just for keeping sake, remembrance, of the time.
Yeah,
But I don't fit into anything. Only the shoes. The shoes are okay, but I can't walk on them because they're too high. They're high heels.
you know,
You know.
I can see those going into the Hall of Fame. I really, really can, because believe me, fantastic. I wonder if you can still do that dance move as well. I bet you that would be a little difficult as well. But
Yes, the dancing I can do everything. Yes, right. It's no problem.
I'm
It's
loving
no
it.
problem.
I'm loving it.
Yeah.
We opened up the show with Come Back to Jamaica. Please tell me a little bit about this track.
Well, it's well, because it has something to do with the song to "Son of Jamaica," coming back to Jamaica. It's going back to, you would say, something like the roots. Because Jamaica was just it's a very very important land for the Goombay Dance Band, and that's why it's this. But there's no special story about it, because even the people in Jamaica don't even know the song "Son of Jamaica," because it's I don't think it was that big of a hit in Jamaica. It's more in Europe and in the rest of the world.
You don't believe me, Son of Jamaica was a blinder here in New Zealand, and still is. We still play here at Galaxy, Son of Jamaica, and a lot of others, Iko Iko, for instance, and a huge amount of others that we have of yours, and absolutely love every track. We really, really do. Marlena, tell me about this track.
Marlena, yeah, it's like it says, it's a female name. Yeah, I mean a girl, and it's a love affair. At that time, in the 80s, we had a lot of songs. It was mainly so love affairs. You went and met a girl and you fell in love, and it was, everything was so beautiful and all that. It was just very simple and not complicated. It was just happy and very positive.
Absolutely love it. And, best time of music was the 70s through to the 90s. It really, really was. This band aced it. They really, really did. Here's the Goombay Dance Band, way back, 1985, with Marlena.
Yeah, that's right.
How you feeling, my friend? You okay?
I'm fine.
Nice. Um, I heard you were rather concerned about how we spoke.
Yes, right. Yeah, yeah. I was thinking, I said, well, okay. I hope I can understand everything because when I hear some British guy speak, we talked about it, Barbara and I. When they speak, you don't understand a word, especially when it's Cockney twang that they have.
Believe me, I'm there with you, my friend. I really, really am.
Yeah.
And I've got some of my best friends are English. There is one or two
Yes.
that works for us, our foreign correspondent, of course, Nick Plues. He speaks wonderful English, but there's some others there you go, can you say that again?
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, you got to have somebody to interpret for you.
Exactly. Put it into sign language or something. How many countries are tuned in?
Countries. 164.
Yeah.
164
What do you-
countries.
Yeah. Are we on the air now?
Not at the moment. Well, Barbara's filming us, but we're just talking amongst
Okay.
ourselves at the
We're
moment.
just talking. Yeah, no, I was just going to, okay, I know you're going to ask me about Son of Jamaica. There's a lot to say about that song, how
Well,
it came about. There's a
believe
lot
me.
to say.
Believe me.
Because that was the beginning of it almost didn't happen.
Well, I tell you what, Ernest, I want to hear the whole damn story. I really do, because I've been
Okay.
a big fan. And honestly, between the Goombay Dance Band and Boney M, literally about the same period, if you know what I mean, my radio shows were
Oh, it's the same period.
fantastic.
Yeah, because we know the Body M. I know all the girls in Body M and this guy dancer of Body M and singer too. Um, you know, we were all in Hamburg. This thing happened in Hamburg. Most of them came from Hamburg, and so the sound was very alike. Even Frank Farian he was a producer. I'm sure he's not. He doesn't live anymore. He passed away.
Ernest,
He-
hang in there for a sec. We'll just go back to the desk. I want to hear more about this. Okay?
Okay.
That's right. You're right here at Galaxy 107 FM. Deep in conversation right now with Ernest, and believe me, this is fascinating for me, literally, because a lot of my radio career, not only did the Goombay Dance Band come out, but also Boney M, and it sort of worked together very, very well. It meshed together very, very well, both coming out of Germany. Now, you were saying, Ernest, that you were friends with Boney M.
Yes. Do you know that the female singer Liz, the lead singer of Bonnie M, used to sing with Les Humphries singers? You remember Les
Yes.
Humphries singers?
Yes, I do.
Right. So she was actually she was not meant to sing with Bonnie M. There was some other girl who was supposed to sing, come in the studio to sing, but she didn't have time. So she sent her friend to do the job for her, and that was Liz. And Liz went in the studio, and Frank Fire he was so enlightened. He was so happy. He said, "My goodness, this was God sent a present." So Liz became so successful, and we got to know each other at a time when Les Humphries was working, and so when she left, when Les Humphries stopped, she left and she got on with Bonnie M, and we used to meet each other because we knew each other personally. So it was a beautiful, beautiful time of nice, very nice people. And Frank Farian, most of the time they thought Frank Farian also produced the Goombay Dance Band. But it was not true because the sounds were almost, very alike, you know.
I absolutely love both bands. I really, really do. And if it wasn't for bands like yourself, my career wouldn't be as exciting as it has been, really. And I love going
Oh.
back to those days. I really, really do. Got to be honest,
Yes.
though, absolutely loving this. How many did you say was on board in the countries? 164. 164 countries tuned in around the world right now, and
Okay.
I'll give you the stats of how many cities and stuff like that as we go through this. So very, very happy to have you with us. 1985 was a busy time for the Goombay Dance Band, especially with Seven Tears. Now, believe me, this is an iconic song here in New Zealand. Tell me a little bit about it.
Yeah, well, I must correct you. 7 Years was done in the 80s.
Yeah, 1985.
It was in the 80s. Yeah, it was in the 80s, not in the 90s. In the 80s, because I can remember Son of Jamaica. We brought Son of Jamaica out in November 1979. So, and then, okay, let me tell you the story. I think, can I tell you the story about the Goombay Dance Band? Son of Jamaica first? Okay, it's like this. We did it in studio. We did this demo in studio, and then we thought about it and said, well, we have to put something. So I played 4 guitars on it, acoustic guitars on it, and I did one in the back. We did on the backing tracks. We didn't have much money at that time. It was a starting point for us, and so we did all we could, and we sent it to the record company. And our record company was CBS. CBS was the record company, and CBS said, we don't like the song. It's not going to be a hit. We're not going to do it. He said, oh! He said, well, because, what I did was I had the bongos. I played the bongos at the beginning of the song, and it sounded a little bit like Harry Belafonte. So they said Harry Belafonte can do it better. But because I am still a big fan of Harry Belafonte. Harry Belafonte paved my way musically too. I had so many other people like James Brown, Harry Belafonte, Otis Redding, and all this, all mixed up. So, well, this is what you call fate. The secretary at CBS made a mistake. Normally, when you have the first song, Ring Ting Ting, for the Goombay Dance Band was a flop, a big flop. It only sold 500 copies. So, and this woman made a mistake, saying that the option of the when you do a single and it's a flop, you have an option. If it is successful, you take the option, and the option is being taken by the record company. So this time, this lady made a mistake, and she wrote Per Verlag as option giver. So which means that it was supposed to be the other way around. CBS would have said, we're not going to take the option. You are not going to make any record with us. We don't like this song. The song is a bad song. So, and now they had to produce it. They had to bring it out. And what did CBS do? They were forced to. They printed only 500 copies. Can you imagine that? And then we had a regional, we had a TV show, in Hamburg. And after that TV show, there were 50,000 people wanted to buy the record, and there was no record there. So we had to go to Holland and get Holland, make Holland produce press the records. So, and that's how it came about that Goombay Dance Band was successful. And that manager, that A&R manager who refused us, he really, he was so sorry, because I remember when we were giving the golden records, I have my golden records here. We are so sorry. We didn't know we had such a big hit in our hands, and we almost spoiled the whole thing. So that's what happens sometimes in the music business. Sometimes you never know what a hit is. If you believe in it, you do it, and most of the time the record companies don't know themselves. But maybe he had a bad day. I don't know what, or maybe he drank too much coffee or so. I don't know, but it happened that way.
Okay,
Wow,
well,
good
you know
story.
something. It seems that we've skipped one, so let's go straight into Son of Jamaica.
Yeah, okay.
How you feeling there, my friend? You okay?
Yeah, I'm okay. Now I'm getting to know how it works. Now, when you take up the earphone, that which means that we're offline.
That's the one.
Well, I'm still filming,
Yeah,
though.
yeah, that's the one. Barbara's still filming,
Okay.
but basically
The
it's just between us.
conversation backstage.
How many cities are tuned in?
6319.
Okay, that's not bad. 6,319 cities are tuned in right now.
630,
6,000.
619,
How many?
6,019, or what was that again?
6319.
Yeah, 6,319. 6,319 cities around the world.
Wow, wow. How many people are there? I mean, it could be a couple of millions, right?
Well, I'll tell you that at the end of this because it's still going up right now. But we don't know how many people, it's the devices, how many computers are hooked in their IP address. There could be one
Okay.
person, could be 50 in a warehouse. We don't know. It's just that computer. If you know what I mean.
Okay.
But-
I see.
But I'll give you that number at the end of this, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised too, by the way, Ernest. I do. Having said that, I know that Barbara's been talking to you about the magazine that we're associated with.
Yeah, right. Yeah, this one in India or something like that.
Yes, yes. We would love to be able to put you into that if that's okay with you.
Oh, of course, definitely. Please
Nice.
do.
Nice, because there's a little bit of a story that goes with it, and I'll talk to you about that at the end of this, if you just hang in there. At the same time, Barbara will want to take some photos so that we can make it into a movie for you, and
Yeah.
we'll get that across to you, but it'll be on YouTube and all the other medias without the photos, unfortunately. Almost immediately after we finish this. I think she takes about 5 minutes and it's up there. She's pretty quick.
Okay.
So,
Great,
and
great.
she is pretty good. She is, really. Having said that, take a ride to Puerto Rico. We are going to do 7 tiers. Then we'll do
Okay.
take a ride to Puerto Rico. And have you got anything else new in the can? You got anything coming out in the near future?
Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Well, the Take a Ride to Puerto Rico is doing well, and we have the record company. It's called Six Music. Six Music. They were very, very. They did a lot of Italo disco. They were very, very famous for that. And it's one of the biggest independent record company,
Nice.
worldwide, and they're all over the world. And so now we're in Poland. We jump into the dance tracks from 0 to 47. We just on the first week there was that entrance in the dance track with
Ernest, I'm going to
number 47.
I'm going to have to cut you out there because we'll go back to the desk.
Okay, all right, okay, yes.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Ernest Clinton from the band, the Goombay Dance Band. And gosh, it's nice to walk on down memory lane. It really, really is. For me as a radio announcer, spending 40 plus years in the business and knowing this band being played on almost every radio station I ever worked at, believe me, it is such an honour to be able to meet Ernest, and I would love to be able to pass on to Oliver our concerns and say, you know, it is such a pleasure to have your music played on a global scale, and please get him to absolutely know that we here in New Zealand are big fans.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, I know that he's, yeah, well, you know, he's not cutting the rug like he used to, let's put it that way. So let him know that we're still, you know, here in New Zealand, we still love him. And do you think he still eats fire these days?
You're talking about me?
No, about Oliver.
Oliver. Well, Oliver is, he is very ill. He has dementia, and since 2016, he hasn't been on the stage.
Yeah, yeah. Please pass on to New Zealand that we are still very, pass on to him. New Zealand is still very big fans of him, okay?
Yeah, well, I hope, I don't think he you know, he's so off that he has his, you know, special moments, but he's not all the time, you know, he's
Exactly.
not there.
Yeah, believe me, I know what it's like. I really, really do. I have
Yeah.
first-hand experience of it. I really do. Having
Yeah.
said that, and would love to be able to talk to you about Seven Tears. I know we jumped over it, but I think we should address
Yeah.
this because it has been such a huge hit here in New Zealand.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about this track.
Yeah, it was, you know, after we, you know, first of all, we started off with, you know, with the hits, Son of Jamaica, and there was, the next song was, that seven Tears was the third song then. Aloha was the second one, and 7 Tears came up. And the composer of Son of Jamaica, the two guys, sorry, they're not living anymore. The two guys composed 7 Tears. So 7 Tears is a story, you know, it's a fictional, you know, thing, story about life. You know how you know life gets on, you know, and you sometimes you're feeling sad, and then you cry about the time that you had 7 Tears, you know, and different times that you're feeling very sad and down and, you know, depressed. So you know that's what it's about.
You know, absolutely loved it, played it for a huge part of my radio career, and still today play it here at Galaxy. Here's the Goombay Dance Band
Yes.
and 7
Yes.
Tears. Whew. It's getting hot in here.
Whoa.
35, it says.
35
Yeah,
degrees.
very hot there.
35 degrees. And of course,
Whoa.
here in New Zealand, we have a thing called Kiwi air conditioning. Are the windows open?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, so you don't have an air conditioner in there.
Well, when we first moved into this building, I got to be honest with you, Ernest, the bosses came to me and said, listen, Grant, it's going to be hot in the summertime. Would you like a fan? And I went, yeah, absolutely, you know. 18 years of age, blonde, blue-eyed, comes from Switzerland. She can do this all day. I'd love that.
That's a good one.
They got me what is called here in New Zealand a gold ear, and the sales point is
Yeah.
it oscillates.
Yeah. You know, yeah, that's right. But I thought of it because you know, I have an air conditioner here too in my studio, but you know, before I only got it because you know it's very what do you say? The acoustic is very good. Made, you know, so when you have something like that, you know, you have a lot of heat, develops a lot of heat, and the computer is the first thing that gets, get damaged to that.
Yes.
So I said, oh, I have to have an air conditioner because the room is very small, though. But the heat.
Yes.
The heat is so enormous, when in the summertime, even here. But you are even worse than here.
Oh,
Because I can show you. Look, you can have a look. This is what my studio looks like.
Okay, well, you've got plenty of room.
This one, that's where, so this is where I, do my work, and so it was so fun. But with you need if you have a very, very sensitive equipment, you got to have even, a big fan or maybe a little air conditioner.
Oh, believe me, it's 35 degrees here at the moment. Add another 10, 15 degrees for all the computers in here. It's
Doesn't feel
hot.
that hot though.
It is.
Yeah, I know it's hot.
Anyway.
Wow, yeah.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Ernest Clinton from the band Goombay Dance Band, and believe me, it's such a pleasure. Now, I got a lot of people asking my crew here on air, as a fan, how do we get hold of you? Are you on Facebook? Are you on Twitter? Are you an Xer? Are you a talker? But more importantly, Ernest, do you respond?
Well, we're on Facebook. And we're on Instagram. Yeah, that's where you can get us.
Very cool. I've also got a young man, his name's Marty. He's coming out of North Carolina and he's saying, Ernest, how do I buy a cap, a koozie and a t-shirt?
How can I buy, what was it again? How can I, what?
Buy a cap, a koozie and a t-shirt.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's, you got me really off. We don't that's merchandise. We don't have any caps or T-shirts or whatsoever so far. But we're planning to do that.
Well,
we'll do that.
I tell you what, when you get that up and running, let me know and we'll give it a big promotion for you. What do you reckon?
Oh, great. That would be great. Yes, I will. Definitely.
Fantastic,
yes.
But that's going to cost you a t-shirt yourself, you see, because I would love to be able to wear your brand while I'm doing these interviews today.
Yeah.
Wearing Chris Andreas.
Yeah.
Now, honestly, Ernest, I don't know how it works, but while we're doing these interviews, people are on the interwebby and they're buying, literally, t-shirts, caps, koozies, guitar picks, you name it, anything that's up for sale, they're out there buying it. And for some reason, I don't know why, but they just seem to get this idea that this is the place to go and get today's t-shirt. Go and give it a shot. Go on, double D you on that one. Chris Andreas, Vancouver. Brilliant, really. Having said that, my friend, take a ride to Puerto Rico. I thought you were going to say something about take a ride to New Zealand, but hey, take a ride to Puerto Rico. Tell me about this track.
Take a ride to New Zealand. Yeah, that would be a good question. We can take a ride everywhere. Why not go to New Zealand? This is fantastic.
Absolutely. So tell me about it.
You know what I want? Yeah, okay. About take a ride to Puerto Rico. Yeah. A friend of mine, he writes books, this summer jams. He's a New Yorker, he had me in one of his books, and we were talking, and I asked him, I said, hey, James, where are you? He said, I'm in Puerto Rico. I said, James, wait a minute. Puerto Rico, Puerto Rico. What's that? Puerto Rico in uh, I didn't, I didn't know exactly where it was. So, but I said, but what are you doing there? Puerto Rico is in the island, but it's, what are you doing? See, it's a beautiful island. You will love it. You have to come to Puerto Rico. So why don't you write a song about Puerto Rico? I said, oh, okay, Puerto Rico, son of Jamaica, and now it's Puerto Rico. I said, well, I'm going to do it. And so I wrote that song. But first of all, you know what? I wanted to name it Christmas in Puerto Rico. But I said, well, Christmas is not a long time. It's too short. We need a lot of time, running time. So I'm going to change it. So I changed it to Take a Ride to Puerto Rico. That's how it
Fantastic.
came about.
Well, I got to be honest with you. I've just been told 1,737 requests for it since we've been playing it, and it's not that long. Believe me, you're going to love this. Officially, we're going to put this as the catch of the day. Literally, this is the best of the best. And looking forward to meeting up with Ernest again very, very shortly. Don't go anywhere, Ernest. Let's do this. Here's Take a Ride to Puerto Rico on Galaxy.
Okay.
We'll wind it up after this, but please don't go anywhere, my friend, because I want to talk to you about putting you into the magazine, if that's okay.
Yes, right. Yes, okay.
And
That's great.
I see you got a microphone in the background there. How would you like to do me a couple of voice drops?
I use this microphone to sing "Take a Ride to Puerto Rico." It's Neumann 87 AE.
Nice. Well, how would you like to do me a couple of voice drops? Something like, "Hi, this is Ernest Clinton from the Goombay Dance Band. You can hear me on Galaxy."
Okay. Before I do that, I have something crazy for you.
Okay.
Okay. You ready?
Yep.
Wow. You know that I would just I feel good. You know that I would just so good, so good. I got you. Hey, Galaxy 107fm.
Do that on a microphone in the MP3 form. I'd love to play that.
And did it come through?
Well, only on the video. We can't record that onto our others. But I'd love it if you did that on microphone and in MP3 format so that we could add that in.
I send it to you. Yeah, I'll do it. I will do it.
Nice.
Yes.
Well,
I will do the studio, record it, and then send it as an MP3 to you. Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you. Thank you very much. Anyway, we will, don't go anywhere, but we will wrap this up right now. And thank you to you guys for watching as well. Don't go anywhere just yet. Okay? Still got a question or two. That's right, you're right, here at Galaxy 107 FM, and today we're talking to Ernest Clinton from the band Goombay Dance Band. And Ernest, I've got a young lady, her name is Tracy, coming out of Port Moresby in Papua New Guinea, and she's saying, are you still touring?
Yes, we are. And we might be, first of all, we might be touring Poland because we have a hit in Poland right now. And, well, I hope we can come. Where is she from?
She's from Papua New Guinea.
Who would like to go to Papua New Guinea too? Why not? I mean, not New Zealand, Australia, Papua New Guinea. We're going everywhere if you want us to.
I love that. I really, really do. But we are going to have to wrap this up right now. And I got to humbly say thank you so much. It's been a pleasure
You're
to meet
welcome.
you, and would love to continue having a career and following your career and having a relationship with you from now on. It'll be an absolute pleasure to have you as family, my friend. It really, really is. Don't go anywhere, but in the meantime, for you guys, thank you so much for joining us here at Galaxy in Gas. And I tell you what, why not join myself and Barbara for the breakfast show tomorrow morning? 100% indie artists, 110% Galaxy artists, and 150% best in the world. I guarantee you that. Join me after 6, and believe me, you will never get the same show anywhere else. I promise you. So, from me, it's Happy Radio, everyone. Have a very happy and successful day. See you tomorrow. How was that?